Today is the uh, Easter Sunday. A very nice temperature. Maybe it's about late 60s to uh, 70 degrees. And I like to show you some of the plants flowering already. This is clematis. This is probably the second year of growth in its flowering. First year I planted, last year it flowered also. So it's not unusual to flower like this. This particular clematis is white, and it doesn't go up to the, this ladder trellis so much at all. So it remains short stature. The white flowers I harvested from this area. Most successful one in this garden here is this. This is a Helianthus ciliata, Texas blueweed. It has the yellow flowers coming up later, but this is like a probably you shouldn't be planting in your garden because it's gonna go everywhere. I think that top roots goes to the runners, and all those root system goes underneath it, and just like a bindweed or whatever, and it goes everywhere. So last year, maybe 2 years ago, I started to plant this plant, harvesting from the wild, and but it's kind of establishing here in this garden everywhere, as you can see. Yeah, so but I think the leaves, as you can see, is very pretty color. I think the blue green color, which I really love. Very nice. The other successful perennial wildflowers is this. This is the snakeweed. Flowers comes up a little bit later. The yellow tiny flowers come up, but as like a new growth coming out like this, it's very nice ornamental appearance there, and I loved it. It is a snakeweed. I have 3 plants I transplanted a couple of years ago. Those 3 survived very nicely, so it's very nice. And this is questionable trees. Actually, is the mock orange. I can see the flower buds is coming up already. But it's very nice. It survived like this, and I have this, cage here, and I put the leaves, somewhere at this level, and but it survived, and I took leaves out in the spring, and doing well. Yeah, this is Rose of Sharon, Diana here, this particular species, and it's cane survived. I think almost all cane survived. I think it's a new growth is coming out, which is very nice. This is Texas sage, also coming out like this. It's very nice. Shasta daisy. If you plant some kind of a perennial flowers, Shasta daisy is very tough. Very surviving whole winter. I think it remains green or more or less. So I recommend that. Shasta daisy is very nice here in this dry climates as well. So this early spring, couple weeks ago, I tried to go out and pick up some wild plants, and these are wild plants which, I know this is more or less like a maybe aster, maybe, but I'm not sure what it is. So I picked up this, and this is also aster maybe, but I'm not sure. And this is some kind of a pea type of plants here, and the yellow flowers maybe, but I'm not sure what it is either. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plants I picked up, and one more plant I tried to do many years, ever since I came to this area. The one of the striking wildflowers here is called Engelmann's daisy. And so I tried many times in the past, and maybe a couple years I tried to transplant them, but it didn't survive. So this is very tricky, but once you establish, I think the taproot is very tough and remains, for a long time. So I'm hoping this survive. I have a 1, 2, 3 planted here. Hopefully this Engelmann daisy take off. This daisy is the second year. I planted last year, but of course it never bloomed, and this year I'm not sure this bloom or not. And this is the crepe marrows that I have a small varieties crepe marrow. It started to come out like this from the bottom, and so this cane, I protected with the leaves and everything. I don't think it would not come out, but I'm not sure. There's a hint of this growth here, but yeah, I'm not sure how this one goes. Okay, so this is a rose anyway, and start to come out very nicely. This is Kiss Me Kate Cordus rose, and it went all the way up to the roof. This is probably third year. Hopefully it's gonna bloom, but I don't see many flower buds. I can see just one here, but I don't see many flower buds coming out. This is the second one here maybe. Yeah. This is Margaret Merle, the Floribunda, and this one's survived well during the winter. Very hardy, I noticed. The leaves are very fresh looking, even though they kind of overwintered, these leaves. But hopefully it's gonna bloom here. I see some buds here, like this buds here, and another flower buds here, another one here. So hopefully it's gonna bloom very nicely here. Apple flowered very nicely this year because it came out very late in the spring, so they didn't have a cold snap effect, which is nice. This is the roses, Lambra roses, both Himalayan musk, and I hope it's gonna bloom, but I don't see much. I think a flower bud I can see here and there, but it started to grow. This is origin here, and it grows like this, and this is only like a third year maybe, and it grows like this. So very nice, actually. This the Bankische rose, which is a very, very old garden rose, and supposed to be very tough. But somehow, canes are very kind of a narrow canes, and it is more or less not 100% healthy. This is a new door sports. Doing okay, I would say, but the growth rate is very, very slow, I would say. This one is the smallest rose I planted from the old roots rose stock, and among them, it's that particular one was the smallest. This is another rose that I planted at the same time, probably a couple of years ago I planted, and yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see the growth of those plants, and I really appreciated that they survived. There was this terrible winter, cold, and not that good weather here. But when spring comes, everything comes up, perks up. Not only the plants, but also animals. I could see the lots of the big greater tail grackle. You can hear them, greater tail grackle chirping all over. I think they are more or less like excited to establish their own nest in this very woody streets here. And sometimes I see robins, very common, and the blue jays also very common here. When they come here, I really feel that I really appreciate those birds are coming by nearby here, and for a few minutes I was got a tremendous delight to see those wildlife here.